What happens at laser tag never stays at laser tag.
Laser Unfocused Tag Talk.
Laser Unfocused Tag Talk.
I feel like you could be like in Ghostbusters or something.
Oh my God, you have got some stories.
Let's talk about laser tag.
Who knew you were a laser tag legend?
Time to get laser unfocused. Tag Talk with Tivia.
Welcome to Laser Unfocused Tag Talk. Hi, I'm Tivia. Each year, professionals from all areas of the amusement and attraction industry converge on Orlando, Florida to attend the IAAPA Expo conference and trade show. This premier event is the place to see the newest innovations for all forms of family entertainment, including laser tag. I checked in with representatives from each of the laser tag manufacturers in attendance at IAAPA, along with other industry professionals to learn about the latest developments in the laser tag industry. I asked each of them to tell me about what they were most excited to share at this year's IAAPA Expo and asked them about their thoughts and predictions for the laser tag industry in the coming year. Since IAAPA has so much to showcase, I also asked what they thought was the coolest thing they saw out on the trade show floor. Here's what they had to say. Laser Force unveiled some new features on their system.
My name is Rowan Kelly. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Laser Force International. At this year's IAAPA, we can show a little bit of a sneak peek of our two latest features, which is fitness tracking and premium unlockables. So the fitness tracking is a new feature we've just added, where our advanced accelerometers in the battle suits and the phaser will track how many steps are taken through the arena, how many calories are burnt, and the total distance traveled within games. This is a new feature which is also tied in with the achievement system. So we've got achievements that are created that the operators can create to, say, for instance, run 10 mile or walk 10 mile while playing a game of laser tag and things of that nature. This can be enabled or disabled for members, non-members, and the premium unlockables is like a system where we've got premium avatars or premium voices, specialty voices, that can be unlocked by members for different things. So they could be either just default, unlocked by default for members if the operator wanted to, or they could be unlocked through achievements, or they could be, say, purchased by the player from the operator if they wanted to unlock a extra source of revenue. I think for Laser Force in particular, in the coming year, we're really just going to keep focusing on like more content for the battle suits, more premium unlockables, more configurability, more flexibility for our operators, and just continue to focus on enhancing the revenue streams for our operators.
What did you think was the coolest thing you've seen here at IAAPA?
I have to say I've really enjoyed the pixel games. That's like a new game where you step on the pixels on the floor and you've got to avoid certain colors. You can play with teams where you've got to step on a certain color. The other team's got to step on other certain colors, and it gets gradually faster and faster and more difficult. And they've got also like membership and achievements and things like that. So that was really cool.
Zone Laser Tag has enhanced and expanded on their arena features with some new interactive options.
My name is Eric Guthrie. I'm the Senior Vice President of Zone Laser Tag. We have to split our excitement into two new devices, actually an improvement on one device that we have, which is our video bases have been enhanced with a better infrared receivers and more mini games built into the unit, and actually a self-contained unit versus our old unit. So that's actually really exciting for us. But even more importantly, we have this new device that goes on the wall called the Power Play, and allows members to earn achievements. It allows them to earn special weapons and powers, and it ties in directly into our old pickup pads, which gives the pickup pads great new purpose as well. So my prediction is the lack of something, which is laser tag is still going strong, and for the past several years we've been hearing how VR is going to overtake and replace laser tag, and that VR is going to be the end of laser tag. And shockingly, the number of companies that made that prediction aren't here anymore. They're out of business. And yet, when we look around the laser tag industry, we're very proud and pleased of our industry colleagues that are all still going and strong. Laser tag is positive. What we're seeing is that the manufacturers are very focused on more durable products, and there's even the hint of AI being introduced into laser tag throughout the industry, and I think you're going to see that next year at IAAPA.
What's the coolest thing you've seen on the trade show floor?
You know, I've been doing this for nearly 30 years, if not 30 years, and I've kind of gotten dulled by IAAPA's newest and greatest. And I say all that to tell you the coolest thing I saw, and I'm probably going to buy it, is Froggy's Fog Gun. They have this huge, giant Terminator-style rifle that shoots fog for 30 seconds that you can fog up an arena, and I think that's simply amazing. And I feel the price point was fairly reasonable, but it's just from a unique device that was the winner for me.
Delta Strike spotlighted their redemption integration with popular card systems.
Shane Zimmerman, Vice President of Sales for Delta Strike Laser Tag. So this year at IAAPA, we are releasing some new laser tag features. We have the redemption for laser tag functionality. So if you want to integrate into your card system, you can do that, and you can add redemption into your laser tag experience. We've also completed full integrations with a number of the card systems now. With Simnox specifically, we just completed one where through the Simnox kiosk, players are able to go in, type in a code name, use their game card, log into the vest. It'll now pick up their code names, but really a nice frictionless transaction because it happens all at the Simnox kiosk and point of sale system. So we don't need a laser tag specific kiosk or setup. They can just do it all from Simnox's one. Working hard with Intercard right now, a very similar system. So yeah, I think by the end of the year, we'll have Intercard and Simnox really nailed down. In the coming year, I think we will start to see more of these integrations. I know specifically for Delta Strike, we're going to be working very hard on a lot of operational elements. Again, just making that guest experience a little more seamless. You know, we want it to become not only seamless with the rest of the facility, but also gamify the entire facility. You know, we're going to look to tie into how they performed in skee ball, how they did in their mini golf, how they did in their laser tag, and reward them for a more holistic experience in the facility.
What's the coolest thing you've seen at this year's show?
What I've heard from people that I've talked with is there's a lot of immersive entertainment coming out. So, for instance, we brought a new product that we're a distributor for called Verse Immersive. It's an augmented reality headset. It's a free roam walk around experience. Unlike virtual reality, you can see everything around you. But we have experiences that are 5 minutes all the way up to 45 minutes. So we have interactive games where you're blasting asteroids and competing against other people for high score, all the way through an Unreal Garden that is kind of like an Alice in Wonderland mushroom, educational experience that you just kind of get to, walk around, relax. When I did it up at Chicago, you could grab a glass of wine and walk around and look at an art exhibit. So it's really taking high-tech products and then making them relevant to, any age group. We have, arcade style augmented reality for the kids. We also have more of that museum experience for the adults. So it's just cool, and watching the way that people are just forming new technologies is really cool.
Laser Blast showed off some durability enhancements to their gear.
Yeah, I'm Mike Ewald, president of Laser Blast. So we do have some new features on our laser tag system. We've got the newer crash zone rubber tips that help protect from injuries and hold up a lot better. So a couple durability design improvements. Probably the bigger thing though is our new Putt Mania product. So we have basically taking a lot of what we do in laser tag and bringing it over to mini golf. So scoring, videos, sound and lighting, automatically done onto your mini golf course. So we're very excited about that. We're showing off the concept. The first one is going in February of next year, and we're hoping to have it fully operational and production ready by second quarter of 2024. But laser tag wise, the new fanless charging racks are a big hit. They're CE approved, so we can now ship them all over the world. And the fanless feature uses a heat sink so that you don't have to have any moving parts, and has increased the longevity quite a bit. Cool new stuff. it's not brand new. We had it last year as well, but the projector targets, the trivia stations, a lot more interactive effects. One cool project we got to work on this year, and I'd never seen this done before, was spotlight lasers in the eyes of a giant tiki mask. So we have a sound effect queued up. When you hit the tiki mask, his eyes light up with lasers and shine right at you while he's chanting at you and sweep around. So really just getting to do a lot more really awesome high-end stuff with interactive effects in the arena. I think we're going to continue to see a lot more adoption of the interactive effects. Right now, most of the laser tags out there are still fairly basic. Even though these features are available, a lot of centers have opted for your basic vest, phasers, a few targets. I think we're seeing a lot more people wanting to go back and add in the trivia stations, the projector opponents, interactive effects inside the game, giving people that upgraded experience. And I realize that's probably not the most exciting answer in the world, but that's what we're seeing. Is we're seeing a lot of our customers who bought systems a couple of years ago coming back and saying, okay, that was great, we're doing okay, but we need something more. We need to get people excited again. And a lot of those features are out there, they're just not being used very widely. So I think we're starting to see more of that.
What would you say is the coolest thing you've seen at IAAPA?
I haven't gotten to see too much of the floor, but at IAAPA Europe about a month ago, I did see a really cool go-kart concept. And many have tried this, but this is the first one I think I saw that really did it pretty well. Projectors on the ceiling, so you're in a real go-kart driving around with augmented reality, and it's Mario Kart essentially. Someone actually brought it to life to where you can pick up the power-ups and stop your opponents and activate the different power-ups as you're driving around. But it's really an impressive piece with about 100 projectors throughout the lobby, throwing down from the ceiling, so the entire room is video projected. So that's probably the coolest thing I've seen that's brand new.
Elite Laser Tag was excited about showcasing their new game tower.
I'm Edward Gaynor, with CEO of Elite Laser Tag.
And Dana Gaynor, second CEO of Elite Laser Tag.
This year we're releasing the new tower. The first quarter of this coming year, the new tower will be a domination tower, a capture the flag tower, and a hardpoint tower. So it can be used in multiple different things. It's going to spread the actual experience of laser tag play throughout the field, not just in one or two areas. It's actually the kids are going to be able to move, or the players are going to be able to move from section to section to section of the field. So it's using the whole field now and not just one or two areas.
Innovations, the other thing is that our ECAPS scoring system is completely updated and out there and doing really well. We're getting a lot of good feedback on that. So really you can take a laptop to a mobile location, hit a button, and it goes out to every tagger on the field. Whatever you've chosen, zombies, last man standing, whatever game mode you want to play is that simple, especially when you have employees and you want them to be able to duplicate what you do. It's very simple to have that management system on the game.
Well, laser tag's been around 40 years, as you know, and I think that as far as I can see, it's not going to stop. Private parties are just big now. In the video game trailers and the laser tag, people want private parties. They don't want to have to leave their homes to go out. With everything that we've been dealing with for the last few years, people just feel safer, and I think bringing laser tag to them is a great way to keep the kids motivated and active. So I don't see it going anywhere.
I feel like there might be something going on with AI, VR that will integrate into laser tag in the future. I know even just for marketing, I've been using a little bit of AI and really enjoying it as well. I mean, we've had people come by the booth and ask us to do some things with targets and little scooting around dinosaurs in a mall. So there's always some new way to use the equipment in a fun way. And we learned so much of that here at the show from the customers that come and ask us if things are possible.
What do you think is cool out on the trade show floor?
After we're done with this, Dana and I are going to take a step out and take a look at place.
So we normally, when we walk around, we really enjoy doing virtual reality. That's one thing that we both enjoy, seeing what the latest and greatest is on that industry. So we'll probably do some of that, maybe some old school arcade games, and go say hi to our competitors because we're friends.
Z-Tag showcased their latest game component.
Hello, my name is Stan Liu, co-founder of ZTAG. We're most excited to share our Z Station, a new combo this year. So this year we developed the Z Station, particularly for facilities such as FECs, because these stations can be used as checkpoints. These are stationary or health checkups, health points, or hazard points, or like hazardous zones. So it increases and elevates the type of another level of complexity to the games that we play. And not only the guests are interacting with each other, but they have to look out for what's out in the environment as well, or the different points that they can do, or they can leverage what's out in the environment to assist with their game playing. I am very excited about laser tag actually, because this year, last year we saw some progress, and this year it's using collaborative technology. It's moving laser tag in a different direction, such as what we see here at Delta Strike and Zone Laser, and what we do here as well. We are also leveraging different types of technology and different and kind of diversify the offering of laser tag, but with the same purpose and the same mission to create more elevated experience, an immersive experience for guests, and therefore to help out with different facilities and the business owners, and for them to reach out to their client, their guests, and really in terms of the immersive experience. And so I would say what we do is the immersive experience and using different methods to do it. So it's very, very exciting.
What's the coolest thing you've seen here at IAAPA?
This year, I see that there's a direction that's going into the more immersive, such as Delta Strike. They're doing their augmented reality glasses, and I see a lot of friends here, and I see in Zone Laser that is doing more to the in-person. So I'm very excited to see everyone doing products that elevates the level of engagement for person to person, and really increases the bonding and the guest experience of the products that we offer to enhance and help out our facilities and our entertainment facility.
Netron updated some hardware and also showed off a way to utilize their taggers with VR laser tag.
I'm Michael Obat. I'm co-founder of the company LaserTag.net, and also our name of group of companies is Netron. This year we have brand new Android application, and with the new UI and new cool features such as new API, so you can connect easily your extra devices from your arena onto your laser tag field. And it's just for a couple buttons on your Android tablet, for example. And also it has and I think it's all industry moving to some automating software. So we spend a lot of hours, especially for this application. It should be easier to understand it for all instructors, and it's like your a Spotify or Apple Music application. It's easy like this. So we updated our base, so we have 5 different scenarios, and but one device. So it's quite universal. And we updated our vests. Now we have a lighter version of vest, and it's wireless. And we like maybe we have some VR products, VR arenas, and this year we all focused mostly for PvE experience, player versus environment. It's the same blaster, the same recoil, the same stress belt could be added to the VR. So we're trying to utilize our background in laser tag and create some new cool industry in VR. We call it VR laser tag. It's not a VR, it's not a laser tag, it's VR laser tag. I think it could be mixed reality, something like augmented reality and real laser tag. So I think some part of this interaction will be physical real, but the most will be on the layer of augmented or mixed reality.
What cool things have you enjoyed seeing at IAAPA?
Of course, I'm I have laser focus on my VR or laser industry, and some features. I think it's the best technology. What I see it was with the interaction. It was some stand with the cooperative experience, and I like it. I don't really understand how it works, but it was 4 teams and a huge screen, and they was a multiplayer cooperative experience. So they fight against some creatures. I don't know how it's named. It's something new for me. So it was interesting because I think it's Lasertag and VR and all this stuff. It's mostly about cooperative experience, and it's actually why our customer pay for tickets, and actually why I'm here in this business.
Laser Runner was excited about the response to their phaser design.
Hi, I'm Shannon Carrier, and I work for Laser Runner, and I'm the service manager, and I do sales for Laser Runner. We have our new Gen 4 phasers. They're spectacular. They're kind of a cross between a Star Trek, Star Wars kind of phaser. They light up, you can hit them, they're awesome. We have lots of customers upgrading to them, and all new customers love them. We honestly thought 30 years ago that it would be, last 5 years and we'd be done, and it's just amazing. Every year it just keeps going and going. So we hope this goes for many more years, and we keep trying to come up with new things, and so does everybody else, so we can keep everybody entertained.
What have you seen out on the floor you think is really cool?
So I don't like to work out. Working out is boring. But there is some workout machines where you're playing games. So you're racing cars, but you have to jog to race your car. And then there's other ones where you have to bike in order to get across the finish line. That stuff is kind of fun because you like to work out and be entertained instead of just doing it. It's kind of boring that way. So I thought that was kind of neat.
Battle Company's new Tagger is a compact option with a different feel.
Brian Sikowski, I'm the Director of Sales at Battle Company. From the Lasertag sign, it has to be our alternator. So it's going to be our newest item. It's a little bit smaller. I'd say it's not really our answer to traditional Lasertag, but a little bit more on the sci-fi side. A little bit smaller of a unit, and it has a stock that switches out, so you can actually switch weapons. Makes it a little bit longer, but it seems that the customers that have been here like a little bit more small, compact laser tag gun, and it seems to be doing very well for us here at the show. It's got a good reception. Well, I think as you see most of the companies branch out, it's kind of curious because with the laser tag industry, you always have to be innovative. You always have to be thinking about something new. So even with the new products, like I know some of our competitors are doing VR or other things like that, we're kind of focusing almost like on attraction arcades. So I think we just see where it keeps going and how we kind of say that we're modern side as video games progress. If there's going to be something new with video games, we'll try to bring it to real life like we always do, and just continue innovating in other ways we can too with the technology we have to bring it to other parts of family entertainment as well.
What do you think is the coolest thing you've seen out on the trade show floor?
A lot of the different laser tag companies seem to, besides laser tag, and we're all still trying to be innovative, invest in laser tag, and bring the newest items, but we're all kind of diversifying a little bit too. So I'd say having our flash pads and our arcade version of Temple Escape along with our laser tag equipment has been really exciting for us. Since I don't get to leave the booth that much, it's been very well received. We've actually sold quite a few here at the show, so it's been received very well as our laser tag equipment.
iCombat is excited about new ways of being accessible to clients as they develop in new locations.
Hi, my name is Ziad Durgam, and I'm the COO of iCombat Laser Tag.
My name is Brandon Milkovich. I'm the VP of Operations.
We are excited to share our development in the international markets. We have multiple sites going into Europe and the Middle East and West Africa. So that has been an area that is experiencing good growth. And we have definitely a few nice locations coming up in the US.
I've been working on a new API, our team for development, so we've now can interface with other clients on their own websites or their own software packages. And then we've also introduced a new character on our Invictus units that has a new special ability, and that'll be coming out here in the next week or two, and it's here at the show.
I believe this year there's definitely more interest than other years, especially after the COVID period. So we see a lot of clients that have paused things on their development. I see the industry experiencing a healthy growth this year.
Yeah, to kind of add on to that the U.S. I think was kind of in a little bit of a lull or a pause, and they're probably going to be growing a lot over the next 2 years. I'm hoping to see some more tactical locations out there to get some the more adult-themed laser tag, and then Battle Quest is our more traditional laser tag, which has been growing leaps and bounds for us as well. So I'm excited to see a lot more centers opening up and more entertainment out there for the masses.
What cool things have you seen here at IAAPA?
It seems like there's a big interest in the mini golf. We've seen a couple of products and centers, including this in their FECs, and I'm looking forward to check more items later today.
I saw a cool Grogu floating Star Wars replica. Some of the fabricators out here are getting really cool now with their art and effects and everything. The way they can paint everything to make it look real is pretty impressive.
Lasertron's latest phaser design includes a wide variety of features.
Jim Kessler, I'm the owner of Lasertron. This year we have our new phaser here. It's our LTX3. It has a lot of new features on it. Touchscreen display on the back. It's got a reticle scope, a real reticle scope that lights up when you're playing the game. A lot of new features, including the feature which both of us not even sure if we need, which is a flashlight. It also has multiple dual lasers, red and green. So if you go into spy mode and you're on the red team, it'll actually pick your green laser. Allows you to change up the vest because we mainly play red and green team games. So it'll have the option to be able to do either one of those. It also has two IR outputs. One is long range, one is more like wide dispersion as well, which can both be activated at the same time depending on which power-up mode that you're using. And the other thing was we have a brand new attraction that we're showing this year at IAAPA called Crazy Darts. And Crazy Darts is a giant 98-inch diagonal dartboard. It's a cork board with laser projected images over the top of the surface. You can play. We have a game called Wrecking Balls, which is kind of like Angry Birds except different. You're not shooting birds. You're actually dropping boulders, bowling balls, anvils from the sky. There's also like TNT and things that you can throw. There's rock surfaces where you can roll the bowling ball down the side and into the structure, and it knocks down the structure. And there's multiple different levels with that. There's haunted house versions. There's a haunted house called Dracula's Mansion. There's multiple different types of sophisticated tic-tac-toe games, shooting style gallery type games in it. Currently have 17 games. By the end of the year, we'll have 20, and just continue to evolve that game. And that's we won Best New Product for that this year at IAAPA, and that's like we've already had orders at the show, so it's been going great with that. I'm hoping we get back to where we used to be, because if you remember way back in when with Laser Quest and even Ultra Zone, the arenas, the sizes, everything was much more focused on a broader market and more like a dedicated facility. A lot of places have them. Bowling alleys have laser tag now, and movie theaters are putting them in. FECs have been putting in for years. I'm hoping we get back to doing bigger multi-level arenas that are focused on everybody, but specifically adults 18 and older, so that we can kind of get back to where I think the heyday was. Even back in Photon, originally was a lot of adults, then it became kids, and the whole thing kind of changed. So I'm really hoping we get back to doing truly not dedicated. I think it makes sense that they're inside of other entertainment centers, but the one thing I'm hoping is going to happen going forward is that they do bigger multi-level arenas that go after the whole market, which obviously includes kids, teenagers, as well as adults. And I think, at least in our two facilities that we operate, depends on the week, but anywhere from 55 to 60% of the players are 18 and older. But it's also because we designed it for them first. We do have a full bar in both of our locations now, with decent food, and I think that's really where it needs to go. And that's for all entertainment. It really needs to be, if you want to get adults in, you have to design it for adults first, and then everyone else is going to want to go anyways.
What's the coolest thing you've seen here at the show?
So I've been in the booth most of the time. I wish I did have a chance to go out there and check everything out, but I haven't had a chance to yet.
Outback Laser Tag showed off a new tagger design with a style update.
My name is Bear, and I run and manage a mobile laser tag business in Houston. And I use Outback Laser Tag mobile laser tag weapons. So we got new guns called the Bolter. They are much more compact weapons than the previous ones, which were much longer. These are smaller, so you can deal with younger kids than before, so you get a bigger, more parties coming in. We also have some more colorways coming in, so it's just gonna be red and blue, and then we also have the black version, so you can always choose which variation you want. Ooh, we have a new grip. So recently we have the vertical grip, which has been around for a little bit, but now we have this angled grip, which it's iffy on who likes it most. It just depends on personal preference if you do like it more. But it is nice compared to the vertical grip, which is just a holding it down versus holding part of the gun and the grip, which is a nice change. And it doesn't change the way the gun feels and the way it lays down too.
My name is Kevin Zavala, and I'm an employee for Bear under Battlefield Houston. I think what I predict is a lot more technically sound weapons. So the guns we do use right now already have so many features to them. So the future, it's going to be something special.
What's the coolest thing you've come across here at the show?
There's a donut place behind us. It's so good. It's so amazing. They're like little mini sugar and cinnamon donuts. Amazing. Best thing.
Gel Blaster Nexus debuted a different kind of game experience.
I'm Steve Starobinski, the Senior Vice President for Gel Blaster, and I'm in charge of trends and new markets. We have created the first ever spatial gaming console, where you step into a video game and you become the controller. Imagine if you have played with the Gel Blaster. It's one of the fastest growing brands in North America. It's available at 17,000 retailers all across the country. It shoots a no mess, real world sting, super absorbent polymer called a gellet that bursts on contact. And you're wearing a unique vest that not only does hit detection, but true hit attribution. We have figured out how to give you Fortnite, Call of Duty, Halo scoring in the real world. I believe that the laser tag business is about to grow. With the introduction of Nexus, I think we will bring a lot more consumers into the blaster kind of arena sport attraction super category. I think with the introduction of Nexus, we can get more and more people exposed to how fun it is to have a super competitive, gamified blaster experience.
What do you think is the coolest thing you've seen here at IAAPA?
Not too far from us, there was a really cool skiing simulation that I thought was really cool and super active. I'm really into active entertainment as a whole and gamifying physical activity. I think it's really important, or there's rather an opportunity for the industry to camouflage exercise with play.
Creative Works combines some popular attraction elements.
I'm Kimberly Schilling, and I'm one of the owners of Creative Works. We just came out with a product a couple years ago where we've married laser tag and VR together. It's called Limitless VR. So that's kind of a new twist on things. We started our company 26 years ago on just building laser tag arenas, themed environments for the players that are playing laser tag. So this is just kind of a new iteration of that using the technology of virtual reality. So I would say that's definitely the thing I'm most excited about at the show, just because we're able to show it off. Obviously, I still love, and it's near and dear to my heart, for the laser tag arena itself, the traditional one. Just not as easy to show off, but we can obviously show the pictures, and we see all of our old clients that are at the show, which is always one of my favorite parts of IAAPA. It's such a it's a foundational attraction. So there's a bit of it that's going to always stay the same, but I think it's just upping the game when it comes to the experience of it. People realizing, man, I need to have a really cool arena, all of that, and just some of the interactivity that can be part of it. But for this, obviously, like I said, I love our product with Limitless VR, where it's that cool VR part of the laser tag. But for traditional laser tag, I think it's just kind of just taking little steps forward in the experience for the customer that they're continuing to come back to play the laser tag, the foundational game that we have.
What do you think is the coolest thing you've seen here at IAAPA?
It's just really cool to see the innovation of the laser tag equipment and how they've been able to just really, it's so much stronger and reliable and more features and such than ever before, and we just get to work alongside of them to create a really cool environment. They've created cool targets that we can then integrate into the props and all of that. So I think I don't have anything specific other than it's been fun to see the different innovations and how the technology that's been integrated into the phasers and the vest has, come to fruition over the years.
ARC Studios showcased an interesting way to make laser tag accessible for a smaller space.
My name is Lathan Garris, and I am the owner of ARC Studios. This year at IAAPA, we have brought a new concept for laser tag, which is micro arenas or lobby laser tag. It is a 900 to 1,200 square foot arena that is self-contained, comes with equipment, and it is something that you can actually plop down in your arcade or over bowling lanes to play laser tag that you don't have to pull any permits. It's considered an attraction. It comes in many different form formats, but right now we're trying to use it as an entry-level type of way of getting into laser tag. So pricing starts at about $58,000 and up, and it is LED driven. But it is a full-blown laser tag, arena, equipment, lights, sound, fog, the whole 9 yards. Laser tag over the next year needs to get a little more serious on interaction and immersiveness that is not kiddie. We're dealing with everybody wanting to push VR, and as cool as it is, it still can't compete with laser tag and the interactivity of people being able to play against each other. Yeah, you can see somebody else's avatar, but you just lost your friend. Now you're looking across an arena at a character. Laser tag was designed and planned to be a game of playing with friends and being able to see each other across the arena and see each other and tag each other. And we're not going to lose that. And so making laser tag have more interaction and more video game type features in it is what we're striving for.
What is the coolest thing you've seen here at the show?
I do love, there's a gentleman down the way that is doing commercial 3D printing for facilities that need that odd, weird tool or thing that they can't find, and he can actually design it and 3D print it. That was really neat.
Blacklight Attractions was excited to discuss some of the latest trends.
Larry Kirshner from Blacklight Attractions. Well, mostly we're excited to be doing these retro-themed blacklight mini golfs. Even some of the laser tag companies are trying to get in on the golf, whether they're using their technology to do scoring and things of that. So a lot of people are trying to incorporate some of their technology into mini golf. Well, we're building an Atlantis-themed mini golf, or Atlantis-themed laser tag in California, and we're really excited about it. I think it's going to be the coolest one anyone's ever seen. Having an expertise in blacklight, I can tell you the coolest thing you could paint in blacklight is aquatic, right? So aquatic always looks the best. So to do a complete 360 degrees, laser tag where it's all aquatic, it's going to look pretty amazing. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out. Well, when it comes to laser tag, I would say that you see laser tag companies diversifying. You see them selling technology for axe throwing to technology for mini golf and trying to expand out into other things. It's going to be interesting to see, but one thing I will say that I think is the most big change in laser tag is nobody's doing 10,000 square foot laser tag arenas anymore. They're doing 2,000, 3,000, and so they can do multiple attractions.
What do you think is the coolest thing on the trade show floor?
There's not a lot of wow, one booth specifically is wow. It's more of the whole show is wow. You know, there's so many cool things to see. You know, it's like pretty much all in one. Everything's in one spot.
What to Post spotlighted options to help promote laser tag operators.
My name is Ryan McQuillan. I am one of the owners of What to Post. So we have a couple different things that we're excited about this year. The first is that we're now offering some smaller packages of social media aimed at smaller locations, mobile locations, things like that we weren't able to do in the past. The part that ties in with laser tag is that now we're doing a lot more shooting. We're going out to more locations and we're collecting the assets for use, and it's made a huge difference in the appeal and the power of the creations that we make for their social media pages now. Laser tag looks awesome on social media, so it's worth it. Aside from the equipment getting lighter and more reliable, I don't think as far as the general game goes that we're going to see a whole lot of change. The systems are so much more technically savvy than they were 5-10 years ago, and the stuff 5 or 10 years ago was pretty solid. And the game is, the nice thing about laser tag is that it's literally tag with laser guns. And so the thing is, I don't know, aside from introducing some cool new games to kind of shake it up, it's still really great to go into a field and have people try to tag you with lasers and you try to tag them back. Like, that is the basis of the game, and it's a lot of fun, and I think that's why it's still around. So I don't think a whole lot's going to change besides surface level things.
What do you think is the coolest thing here at the show?
A lot of the new AI stuff, the robotics and virtual reality stuff, especially with the some of the things I've seen with virtual reality laser tag, where they now have AI opponents that they can put into the game, so you're not relying on having a lot of actual physical players. Because you're wearing a headset, they can make a fake person to play laser tag against you, and they can tune how good that person is at laser tag inside your game. That's pretty awesome. I'm still not ready to say that that I want to move away from a live action laser tag game without a virtual reality headset on my head, but that's pretty awesome. And then what I'm also seeing that's really cool is that a lot more targeting options, a lot more living arena stuff, which I realize is kind of a tag for one of the specific companies, but in general, they're all doing a lot more stuff where you can affect the field aside from the players, and it's not just about blowing up a base or, there's a lot more domination style, things like that are really trying to turn the arena into a more dynamic experience than it's been in the past.
Laser tag operator Jenna Boyo was delighted by the show attendance at IAAPA.
Hi, my name is Jenna Boyo. I am an operator in BC, Canada, and I'm also on the education committee with IAAPA. The attendance, it is amazing. We are up. We have over 40,000 people here. It has been a crazy trade show floor. Just a lot to see and a lot of people to meet with. A continuation on the integration into arcade. Arcades are huge. Being able to leverage your arcade with your laser tag has become very important to both the operator and the average player. So I think continuing on that and being able to build on loyalty within laser tag for achievements is huge. There's a lot every year. So very, very fun, very overwhelming, very exciting.
What are the coolest things to catch your attention here at IAAPA?
I'm looking at a lot of softwares. I'm really loving the automation that's coming into the industry or that's being enhanced in the industry. Obviously, there's a lot of new games that have come out with the arcade games and augmented reality, VR improvements. There's a lot. This show is amazing.
As you can tell, IAAPA was once again the place to find a wealth of information about the latest in laser tag, and I thank all the industry professionals I spoke with for taking the time to discuss their products and ideas. Thanks for checking out this episode of Laser Unfocused Tag Talk. Listen for more episodes on the first and third Friday of each month. Want to be a guest on an upcoming episode? Find out more and follow my blog and website at TiviaChickLovesLaserTag.com.